This result means that Nuno is a six-time champion of the world.
That's your champion, ladies and gents, boys and girls. The boy from Hungary is your champion today. Knanti, take a bow.
Fernandi and Nuno side by side, but for the first time in his career, Figo wins the Irish Grand Prix.
Last race was cursed, but today was blessed. Argentine crosses the line to win the Estonian Grand Prix.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Ultimate League as we find ourselves here to start the second half of Season 31 here with the Argentinian Grand Prix. Looking in at the driver standings, it is Figueira who leads the way with 4 wins out of 5 races, and then we see Flix in second place who has finished every single race also in the podium. Then we see now Kubo in third place, but that position is going to be a bit under threat as he's not going to be racing today. Instead he's going to be joining the commentary booth. And then we see Nandi there in P4 followed by Ozzy, then Chargiti there in P6. And then looking at the team standings, it is one time leading the way, pretty much dominating as they got every single team win. And then we see LS3 started to distance themselves there in second place, leaving then the other teams battling for third as we got SGP and Mayhem Racing in P6 there, only separated by 11 points. And then we see Flow Force and Ricard Auto only separated by a single point. And then we got Lynx Racing there in P9, still being close behind. Now looking at the track, we are going to be racing at the street circuit of Mar del Plata made by Member Goat. And as you can see, there's a very unusual decoration which was mostly done by AI. And as it is a street circuit, as you can see, there's a lot of 90-degree turns, so a lot of these corners will be pretty fast. And then we've got that large roundabout as well. But in the end, it's also a very fast turn. So with that in mind, the hard tires will probably not really be a tire that is going to be that much used, and so it's going to be mostly the softs and the mediums that will be very useful here for today's race. Now, as a lot of the turns are fast, we might definitely see some huge slipstream trains, and so strategy is definitely going to be crucial as the drivers will need to find a way to have the advantage over the other drivers. So without any further ado, let's get ourselves into the qualifying session. Alright, so we find ourselves then in qualifying, and I'm now joined with Kubo. And,
hello!
Hello Kubo. So last time we did this together, I think was in Kyalami from last season. But today we find ourselves here in Argentina, in Mar del Plata, as we see then the drivers then doing qualifying. We got a few links here today. Ricky Boy for Lynx Racing is the one that I can see in front of me for RMC today, as Kubo is in the commentary team for today for some reason. Then you got MW44 for Flow Force, and this guy has been a little bit hyped, I believe, as he might be the one to be like a Hanandi regen. I think he is Hungarian, or maybe he's not the one, might be confusing.
No, that was Jekyll's. That was
Oh,
Jekyll's.
okay.
MW is the JT regen because he's British.
Oh, another British one. So yeah, now we got also the return of Furist. So yeah, as you can see, he's already doing what he does best, which is dominate at the back. And yeah, so that's it. I think we also got Guziman Racing today, and yeah, pretty sure he's not a main driver. Yeah, he's on Mayhem Racing. But either way, looking then at the results so far, we got Figo once again just finding himself at the front. Then we got Hanandi JT Tide there, being 13 hundredths of a second behind. But let's see then, they are about to complete their final laps here. Krusenet looks very promising as well as in P4, but let's see who's going to take that pole position as we see Krusenet up to second place, Member Goat into third. So amazing stuff going on here as we got then Figueira once again starting on pole position. Then we got Krusenet in second place, followed in by Member Goat, the track maker, here in third. Then we got Knanti and GT Tide for P4. Then we got Flix, then Tuco and F1 Fan tied for P6, followed in by Fredmin Blank, who will be closing the top 10 alongside also
Mr. Albono. Then in P12 we see here Guziman just ahead of Full Force is Corvid and MW44. And then you got Matimar then followed in by Jururi. Then you got both Lynx Racer, the Lynx Racing drivers here, Ricky Boy and Urist. So yeah, what do you make of this duel?
Yeah, it's look how close it is. If not for Eurus, it would be 6 tenths between the last and the first. Figo with an amazing quality, but I think in the practice races he was hitting .2s as well. So I think he's bottled it just a bit. Still Paul crossed in that front row. Manberg top 3. It's his own track and he's been really fast here. Interestingly, Flex tied for P6 with F1 Fan and Batuko. Not sure how that'll work out. And Phantomy down in P9. Flex and Tommy, I feel like they're fast enough to make up those positions in a race, but it's a very unpredictable race here. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, I'd say it kind of looks to be in favor of Figo here, but yeah, Flix though might not be able to provide the support that he's been giving him in the previous races, as he definitely will have to need a good start here. But yeah, let's see, will Kirstenet and Membergo be able to keep up with Figo at the start? And here we go then, the drivers are on their grid places, they already completed their formation lap here. And here we go, a lot of soft tires, and we are racing then in Mar del Plata as we see Figo already closing the inside. Kirstenet is in second place here, as I need to zoom out a little bit as we see then Figo already with a good distance. Then you got Sharshiti now trying to take up second place. Kirstenet just going side by side with Nutty for third. And then you got Menbergo who lost a few positions here. We also have Bituko with a good start in P6 at the moment. Flix really not doing that well right off the bat, but as we see, Figueira already getting away. Yeah, I also saw that there. Now he's battling his own teammate here for P8. As we see already a pack of 7 drivers between... No, actually 8 drivers between P9 and P2. Here's a giant group. And then you got Figo alone at the front. And also we got here the Lynx Racing League. They are on a league of their own. So, yeah, see, oh my god, you reached there. What happened there? But yeah, let's see now. It's a pace battle, I would say, between Figo and GT. And yeah, hopefully GT can actually do a lot better. Because Jesus Christ, what the hell happened to him in these last few races? He got like P5 and then P10.
Yeah, he just doesn't really care for it anymore. He's been busy with TSU. He's only been practicing the Sunday of the race, and he's been keeping it calm for the most part. So that's why his performances haven't been at the usual Charge GT level, but it seems he's had a lot more fun from it.
Yes, it's nice to hear, as in the end, nothing in life actually matters, so we might as well just enjoy. So, as we see then, Fatmi now in P4 here, so really give him some good points for RMC today, as we got Nandi crashing into the wall, definitely not having the best of races so far, as we see, oh my god, maybe just letting his frustration on Bituka, and also F1 Fan, yeah, definitely losing a lot, and I think Corvin may have lost a lot there, because of his ping and stuff. I think he may have definitely maybe got blocked there by F1 Fan, but now we see Fatmi leading this group in P4. We got Kirstenet just trying to keep up with Sharjiti, and yeah, kinda sad that he's my reserve, but he's not racing for Stargold today, but definitely great to see that we do have a fast driver. But yeah, then we see Flix now up into P4, so starting to recover, as yeah, Figo just probably gonna have a field day today, it seems like.
I think this pack has actually increased in size. Oh, Manbergo's trailer there, I think, hit the pit wall, but he didn't actually hit the pit wall. I think Girini and Batugo caught up to this pack, meanwhile other ones like Blank have dropped back. Blank was leading that second back for a long while. And yeah, it's very interesting. Look at that, from P2 to P9 up in this pack, and then Figo is trying his best to run away, but JT is still within 2 seconds. Okay, maybe not, but it's still pretty close gap for now, and I think Figo is trying his hardest to make it as, you know, it's just that's why the gap is possible.
Yeah, making that gap erection there, as we see then Sharjiti then in second place, Kirstenet and Fatmi then going side by side there. Nandi also try to make up some positions here with Flix as well. So interesting race here for second place. If we ignore P1 and the driver in the lead, we can pretty much have a very fun race. So as we see then here, Bituko just trying to rejoin this group here, with Juruni also maybe also try to just hold on there. And but yeah, here we go then. So yeah, now I can see actually what happened and why this group is just getting bigger. Is because GT and Krustenet were actually corrupt by the others. So yeah, we had this group of just 2 drivers, and now we have then Flix right now leading the ways. Now
we
the
got
drivers.
undercuts.
Yeah, there we go. First pit stops off the race then.
8 laps. It's not 8 laps was usually pretty reasonable. In the lower leagues, it was in the lower leagues. I saw someone undercut on 7 lap softs. It's very interesting. No one went for that here. It's all 8 lap softs, and I think all of them except for Blank, they've all pitted for medium tires. Free stop is what Nandy said was fastest here, but you could see a 2-stop maybe getting pulled off, and so if someone started mediums, I don't think anyone's risking a 2-stop, and I don't think anyone's risking a 4-stop either.
Ooh,
We've got now Figo, Flex, GT, a lot of them undercut now as they pit as well.
yeah, Figo with Corby, that would be interesting. Hopefully Corby slows him down as much as possible, but that seems like it's not going to be happening. As we see then now Fatmi in P4. So yeah, let's see who hasn't pitted yet, and that seems to be Menbergoat, who's going for an alternate strategy, I would guess. Because yeah, he started on the mediums, and this could be good for him, because we had that huge group that he was part of, and they've been losing some time with each other, and so having this clean air could really just allow him to just have an easier time catching the others on better tires. But yeah, the catch here is that he's gonna be undercutted pretty much, as we see here then. Now Fatmi leading this huge pack. Let's call it the peloton.
Main packs has got MW, yeah, they all passed MW now. Flex also bounced them into the wall. Oh, Jero hit the pit wall there. I think he decided the last second to stay out, and I think that's cost him some time. Corvid is the next one this big pack will be looking for, and so much talent in this pack. You've got Tommy, you got Nandy, JT, Flex, Krustenet has just been murdered because of walls, I think. Two of them in front of him collided into the wall, sent him as well, and it completely erased his speed. I think that's what happened. A thing I want to say with Manbergo as he pits now is that he might be doing a similar strategy to what he did in Guangzhou, where he purposely started on... he did the same strategy basically, but he started on the harder tires first, and then he's leaving the softs until the end because he feels like it's better for him to overcut people. So that might be what we're seeing with Manbergo. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah, hopefully I hope that it works well, because, you know, he is my team after all. As we see then Blank, also his teammates in this group here that it seems to be forming. We got Menbergot on the much better tires with Guzi. Oh, F1 Fan and Juruni just going quite wide there. Nothing. F1 Fan again. Yeah, with Blank, as we see now Guziman with a good opportunity just to get away from all of them, as he could allow him to just join the very next group. As we see Nandi in second place right now, then it's Fatmi, Flix, and Krustenet. But look at Menbergot's tires. This could be... I don't want to jinx it actually, so yeah, let's pretend that he's gonna have a bad race and stay in P7.
Yeah,
if
Guzi can keep up that slip, or if Jero and the rest of the pack can catch up to Manbergot's slip, we might see an effect of him just like bringing the packs back together. I think JT there was just killed. I'm not sure who by. I wasn't paying much attention, but he did get slowed down a lot, and now him and Crust seem a little detached from the pack. I think they're about to catch back up though, but I think the pack fighting for P2, they've given up on Figo now. He's a free man, and he's just free to do what he does best, which is win and make everyone sick and tired of him winning.
Yes.
Can't deny talent.
That is the Figo effect, as we see then Krustenet then now rejoining this group. Menbergot is not that far away And of course, he does have a huge tire difference, but let's see now if his pace is gonna work out or not, because this will pretty much make his race more about the pace than anything else here. And yeah, now the drivers are starting to sort of settle down here. The group has, or this pack for second place has been reduced pretty much. Now only to 5 drivers. Membergot is essentially the other one that could rejoin, but the likes of I think Pituco, for instance, and who was also there? Maybe like Shiruni and the F1 fan were also there, but they eventually just fall behind. And so yeah, in the meantime, looks like Blank has pitted twice already, and so kind of doing the opposite of Lembergot.
He's pitted twice.
Yeah.
Interesting. 10 laps as the mediums are starting to come into the pit window now, I believe, but I think most people will be keeping them 11 to 13, I'm not quite sure. Somewhere around that range.
That kind of makes sense because there's not really any tight corner on this circuit. They're all very large, so it kind of allows you to just keep these tires for a little bit longer. As we see that Membergot has finally got up to this huge group here, as we see him going around the outside of Fleeks. And now we got Hnadi and Fatmi doing a little bit of unintentional wall, as we see now. Oh, Fatmi then going into the pits, and Membergot now up into second place. He's just... That was very well timed. And as we see him now, up into second place, we crossed the net. Now in third. 2 drivers who would probably love a podium here, but go on.
Yeah, very lucky I think for Manbergoat there, because in a pack that big as the mediums are starting to wear, you could just get dragged into the pits, you know? So he got very lucky to not have to face that fate, and look at the gap he's gained on them. He's on the better tires now. Oh, Tommy said that he teleported. That could be the reason for the chaotic. Well, on my screen I didn't see him teleport, so I'm not quite sure about whether it was actually Manbergo teleporting or maybe some other kind of lag.
No, it doesn't seem to be the smoothest on my screen, but I did not see any teleportation there, to be honest. And this is not me being biased, it is what I actually saw. But now we see then Benvergot leading the way, only temporarily though, as we've got Figo right behind, with that second pit stop already made. But yeah, this could be great for MGB, because you can just slipstream him. Although I think kind of seems like keeping that slipstream is not going to be easy. But as we see then Figo definitely just relaxing. He's probably gonna be very depressed in the interviews because he did not have any fun at all in this race, like we've seen in the past. But
to be fair, Figo strikes me as the kind of guy that if he wins, he's just fine with it, you know. But we'll have to see, because this is not it's not a very skill demanding track as well, so you might just get bored because of that.
Yeah, as we see now Membergot then trying to get dragged along, as we see then now Carlidu
Tommy's gone past Corvid. Well,
yeah.
Not really. He's side by side with his trailer, but he doesn't have anyone behind him because he's got a 1.3 second or so gap because of that undercut. He did that 1 lap undercut on the rest of the pack.
Yeah, and look at Yuri's there in P4. Oh no, wait, sorry. He called me a theist, that's why I'm now just throwing jabs at him.
He called you what? Oh, theist. Like
theist.
Believing in God.
Yeah. The only God is me here, so... Okay,
That's right.
As we see then...
Go on.
But yeah, as we see then here, we got this kind of a chaotic pack going on right now. It's a bit of a storm.
Margargold's petted out in front of that pack. What have they been doing?
Yeah, and but he went for the hearts though. So kind of a weird decision, but still, this might give him some different options here. And I wonder if he's gonna go for a free stopper, perhaps, because he just pitted now. This tires could maybe last at least like 15 laps. So he would be pitting around like lap 40, and then he could go for like the softs at the end. I feel
We've
like
got a lot of talented people struggling in the more back marker midfield pack. We got Jera, F1 fan, Ben, Batuko, Matty, and I think it's just at the start they lost out on being in that first pack because of one mistake or another. Especially Jera and Batuko, they were in that top pack, and also F1 fan I think got killed at the start. So very unlucky for them, and they keep fighting each other in this pack. I don't think they'll be able to catch and fight for a higher position than 9th.
in the meantime, look at Albono though. He's in right in the end of that top 10, and he's been trying to
Yeah,
improve.
He won the CL feature, his first ever CL race win after the Motegi sprint win was taken away from him. He won the CL feature today. He's definitely got the pace, and I think that's why he's confident in leading this pack. Matty's saying S. I think Matty wants to lead it instead, and he kills Albono.
That was corrupting 4K there, but
Yeah.
but yeah, should be interesting to see where he ends up, which team he ends up next season. It does seem like he's looking to grind this game, and you're not gonna lie, I actually see him as the Kubo 2.0 in a certain way. Just that he
And
took
I'm
him.
just Nandi 2.0, so...
Yeah, it's just that he kind of just taking a bit longer to improve, but I think he's finally getting there. As we see then, now Membergoat is corrupt to Fatme, and Fatme left
It's
on
very interesting. The pack behind them hasn't caught up to them yet, and look at how small the gap is as well. And oh, Tommy's letting Manber through,
Yeah.
and trying to take advantage of the way better grip that Manber's got to run away.
Because that's it, it's all about traction now, not really about the speed. So this is interesting to see then, as yeah, Membergoat could really be up for a good race here, as things are just looking very promising, and I wonder if some drivers will be taking notes for the next race when it comes to their strategy decisions, because if everyone is doing the same, if you let one driver can do something different, you might have some huge benefits. So as we see then here, Nandi Flicks, then you got the Mayhems and the JT, then they are on this 5-way battle, now currently P4, and yeah, Fatme though. Maybe that undercut kind of worked out for him pretty well, because he has this Membergoat's ride. So yeah, interesting stuff going on here for this battle, which is now the battle for second place, and yeah, crazy race so far actually. If we ignore Figo, it's actually been very interesting. But yeah, so we got then.
Oh, Guzzi's caught up to this pack behind Manber and Tommy. Guzzi's in it. Great job from Guzzi to work his way up here.
Jesus Christ, I feel like I just have a deja vu here. I don't know why. It was very random, but yeah, I did see him. He was already there for some time, as we see him now diving into the pits alongside his ex-teammate, with yeah, Fatme then leaving the pits. Now going for the hard tires. Ooh, interesting.
I think it's to the end.
Ooh.
And interesting enough, Blank's got slightly worn mediums. I'm not sure he'll keep those to the end, so he'll do a 4-stopper.
Yeah, and the Guzzi got very screwed up here on the pit exit, so I think that this undercut is not gonna go well for him. As in the meantime, yeah, we see here Figo. He has pitted for what I believe is the final time. Bembre got still yet to pit, but he needs to be careful
Yeah, no
here
more
now,
slip.
because he
But he will finish on the faster tires. He just has to be careful about the undercut.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, that he needs to really just see if no one's gonna pull up some crazy undercut and be able to slipstream him until the end of the race. So yeah, that's it, and he's in a
Also-
very good position otherwise.
Yeah. Flex and Crust pitting late. Flex still pitting onto hard tires despite that. Crust pitting onto the mediums. I think he probably started on soft, so that's fine. But yes, Overcut worked for Flex. He's ahead of Nandi, but he is behind JT. And I think this pack is finally fragmenting as we're in the final stint now.
Yeah, so things are starting to get very interesting here. And now Membergold finally
Manberg
peaks.
then.
Look at Fentme though, I think he's
Mediums.
gonna undercut him. But yeah, Membergold going for the mediums, so he should have that advantage until the end of the race, or at least mostly now I would say, because he does have that faster and fresher tire. In the meantime, we see here then Hanandi, whose thing didn't really went all that well. Now we see Guzi also got very compromised on the pit exit, now getting dragged along with his teammate for this race then, as they are currently P9 and P10. We also got MW44, who I must say is definitely not doing bad today. Because, yeah, I guess.
He's stopped only 2 times and the stars are worn though, so
Yeah, but the others are quite far behind, like almost 4 seconds, and you know,
he might
can
be able
potentially
to
catch
profit
up to
if he
them.
gets the softs at the end. Also, another thing, from 2nd down to 10th, it's about 4 seconds between them. An insanely small gap from P2 to P10.
Yeah, in the meantime, oh my god, looks like Hanandi and Flix are continuing that battle that they had 2 weeks ago in South Korea, which ended with Hanandi taking that 2nd place. But today it's for much different positions, surprisingly, as we got Hanandi down in P5. I don't think he's exactly worried about the podium streak now, as that already ended before. But
Both Blank and Corvid also on worn tires. I think they're slipping Guzzi the best they can. And them and MW are gonna go for the late pits now, maybe soft. Definitely soft.
yeah, also as an interesting stat, so far both one-time drivers have managed to finish both on the podium in every single race, but that could actually change today. Obviously, it's not going to change for Figo, as yeah, just seems to be cruising for the win. In the meantime, Melmer got Defty just looking promising. I saw the lap times on the previous lap, and they gained like 4/10 on JT, and yeah, they continue to gain. Not as much as before, but still gaining on JT. So Defty, good news for them.
Have caught back up.
Yeah, here they go then. Feels like Hanandi and Flix got like nerfed or something for this race, maybe for plot reasons.
I'm not sure about Nandi. It feels like he's had a bit of a mare because he's practiced a lot on this track, and it's surprising because it's not a track that you can really do much with practice from. Flix, meanwhile, Flix is not like this track at all. He's not put in the effort whatsoever. He probably put in less practice than in the previous 5, and this will be his worst result this season, his first time off the podium. So that tracks. I'm not sure about Nandi. I think it's just been an unlucky race for him, and I think for Flex as well, it has been unlucky because he was leading that second pack, was in second at one point. But yeah.
Yeah, now look at this. We got then Figo in the lead, and we see Fatmi and Menbergot in 2nd and 3rd, and I think Menbergot is going to be overjoyed at the end, because JT now just starting to match their pace. But yeah, still a bit of a long gap though. But let's see, it's not exactly over. I don't think that the podium positions are not fully settled yet. But it's looking promising.
Yeah, I think Manbear and Phantomy are doing very smart. They've ended up perfectly complementing each other with strategy. And both of them are smart enough to just let the other one lead ahead if they've got the better tires or if they feel like they've got the better pace. That's what it seems like to me. They're both just reaping the rewards of the alternative strategies they've taken to try and secure the podiums. Yeah, the podium positions.
It is interesting how they got there in different ways. Like Menbergot went there with the overcuts and having better tires, while Fatmi was with the undercuts. So interesting how it does feel like every single path takes you to Rome. As we see Fatmi then on the compromised tires, though, that's the main thing here. So right now it definitely does make sense for Menbergot to be leading the way. But yeah, JT though still in striking distance, but time is getting away. So yeah, that's the main thing here. And we see then Yurist beating. Yeah, it was Yurist.
Corvid and Blank have successfully done that overcut. Corvid on the softs, Blank on the mediums. firmly holding on to P9, P10. MW currently P5, trying to get through this pack on those soft tires. Much more difficult for him.
So yeah, looks like Yurist has speeded for the soft tires, and I wonder if he's just trying to take the fastest lap. But
Never underestimate Eurist.
yes.
He can do it.
Yeah, in the meantime, it's actually interesting. Figo's gap has not really increased all that much since he got around that 7-second gap. As in the
Yeah,
meantime,
that was about halfway through the race, and Tommy and Manbear have kept it.
yeah, I feel like Figo's probably just cruising and not really worrying about that. But yeah, as we see then, Fatmi and Membergoat then, with just a lap to go, will be then battling for second place, while Figueroa just continues his domination here, looking for the win here at the Argentinian Grand Prix. As we see then, now let's focus in on this battle for second place as Figo is about to cross that line, but we see that Membergoat and Fatmi going side by side here, who's gonna take that second place here. Membergoat on the course to finish on the podium for the first time as Figo then finally crosses the line there. But now let's see who's gonna be second. Fatmi still leads the way as we got Menbergo just going up the inside there as he hit into the wall, but I think Fatmi will stay in second place and hold on to that position as we see then Chargity before, then it's Flix, Nadi, Crustanet, Kuzi, and then we got the others here. We got Corvin, Albono, Plank, and yeah.
MW did manage to make it up to P12 with those softs.
Looking then at the results once again, we got Figo then with the race win, then Fatmi, and then Manbergold finishing in the podium for the first time, and that's definitely amazing to see. I wish I could actually be more exciting. I feel like I just ruined the moment, but either way, JT then finishes in P4, followed in by Flix and Nanti. Then you got the Mayhems here, Crustanet and Guzi, followed in by Carvin, and then Albono finishing in the top 10, but that was very close there with Blank.
Oh, that's his first top 10. Great job. He beat Blank there.
Oh, damn. So we then have MW44, who I assume was his debut, and he finished in P12, so
Yep.
not bad for him as well. Then you got F1 Fan in P14, followed in by the Ricars, Matimar and Bituko. Then we see Juroni with the fastest lap down in P16, and then you got the Lynx Racings here, Ricky Boy and Eurist. Probably a very depressing day for you, Figo, as you won the race, but at what cost? Like, you didn't have any fun at all, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Solid win. And again, to be fair, there is a bit of frustration. I think the plan was for me to just pull so far ahead. I mean, these guys were just abysmal. I cannot lie, the win was more just because everyone was fucked up rather than me being fast. I was fastest, but like 9 seconds is, you know. Yeah, I mean, the plan was just to kind of be able to build the pit stop gap, and then what do you call it? I would pit into like Flix's area, and I'd slow them down. It's unfortunate. I think they just, I don't know what they were doing, but like they lost so much time, and I mean they were complaining so much about race car this stuff like that, and I can only imagine because they lost so much time to me in like the first stint and every other stint. So, you know, I think they just had a fucking mare. Then I was literally surprisingly too fast to be able to pull off that strategy. I pit ahead of them all. But yeah, a solid one again, but unfortunate for Flix because he didn't get the podium. But
Alright then, so I guess next is Kubo interviewing
next
second
up.
place.
Phantomy. Not a great quali, but what a great race. P2, amazing
Hello.
stuff. What do you feel about it?
I feel happy, to be fair. I was aiming the win. It disappeared after turn 3. I got pretty mad about it. But after that, yeah, just mostly on my end, it was the quali who wasn't great. And yeah, after that, tricky to climb up. The walls on the grass really made it horrible to fight people over there. And somehow I ended up with Manbergot afterwards. By the way, congratulations for your first podium. And I ended up with him. We ran away on these mediums, and yeah, we had a nice little fight at the end. And even though it's not the win and the redemption I hoped for, it's still a good result.
And how do you feel about the rest of the season, considering you're, of course, in a reserve seat? Do you feel more emboldened, more motivated to race? Maybe some other races this season after that performance?
No, bro, it was horrible to race. It was, I forgot, my eyes, they just hurt. The hand, they not here. And it's simply just the pressure. I think my seat is soaked. So yeah, I'm gonna disappear. Maybe Copen Island I'll do, and then I'll be back up until round 10 with Henandi in LSA. And yeah,
Yeah, what about next season? You feel ready to take on the challenge next season?
maybe. Depends if my teammate gives up 2 days before the season start or not. But yeah, that's a challenge. I really need to get my mind ready, and after that, yeah, should be fine.
All right, thank you.
Just
Alright, so then we go with member goat, and once again, big congratulations for your first ever podium with the strategy that just absolutely outsmarted everyone else on that huge pack, and so yeah, what can you say?
Yeah, well, I didn't expect it. Like, I started on mediums because I was like, the whole week leading up to this, I felt like my pace was good, but I felt like I didn't have enough to have an advantage over other people. So I was like, I'm just gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna do whatever I want, and I started on the Mets. I was like, yeah, going horribly. I got into that pack, and it was just big ping pong of like cars, and it sucked. So I stayed through it. First hint was horrible. Then I finally got out of it and went on to another set of mediums. And of course, like they were fighting a lot, and I could catch them again. And then I pulled off some wild moves, which I heard were not very much appreciated by some people. I'm sorry if I killed you, but I was on very fast tires and I wanted to take advantage. So I got ahead, and then everyone started pitting again. I think I just got really lucky because Phantomy went into the pits and Hanandi crashed into Phantomy or something, and like I just got through, and I didn't have anyone in my slip, so it was all perfect. And I got even luckier when Figo caught up to me, and I could slip him for 2 more laps. So then I just overcut everyone on, and I went on the hard. And I was planning on going hard 15 and ending on the soft, but I was doing hard 15 and I was clear of the pack, and I was like, why would I give this up? I can go back to mediums. So I went back to mediums, and then I was with Phantomy the whole last stint, which also a great fight with Phantomy. That last lap was great, and I really enjoyed it. I wish it would have been P2, but you know, I can't complain. Podium's amazing. Been looking forward to this for the whole season. So very glad to finally have it. And yeah, good race.
Alright, and once again, huge congratulations for the podium. Now, the next driver, GT, I don't think he's here, so how do we do this? Do I just go with P5 leaks?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I guess so. Difficult race today, P5, and so first time not on the podium in this season.
I don't know. The thing is, JT and Hanandi are both like the top drivers, right? But they can't find for shit. Like they have zero racecraft. I'm gonna be honest. Like they go for these dumbass moves. I have better tires. I remember I was catching member go. Hanandi out of nowhere decided to fight me. I mean that was interesting. I guess he didn't want to get the podium. But yeah, just shit race in general, and yeah, just kind of downgraded my motivation more than I usually practice. But we'll see what I can do next week, and hopefully aim for the 1-2.
Alright, so yeah, I guess next is Nandi.
Nandy,
Oh yeah.
a difficult race for you. Only P6 finish, not the usual high finish you get. And yeah, according to the other interviews, it seems like there was something more going on to that. So, how would you describe your race?
I mean, uh, like it was good for a while, like 20 seconds. I got shoved into a wall. I don't even know who it was. And I was like ninth. Uh, knew it would be shit from there. Tried to make the places up, but yeah, and just didn't work. Anytime I pitted and I came out of the pits, I either got pushed immediately because the ghosting works really weird. I lost like 5 seconds with it in total, or just get pushed in a different place. And yeah, I do want to apologize a bit to Flix. He did have the better tires. I just usually when he overtook me, I gave him like 2 laps to drive pace, and I don't know, it just didn't feel right. Honestly, it felt like I could drive faster, so I tried to overtake, and he overtook as well. I think it kind of escalated, but yeah, I think I kind of started it. Lots of really unfortunate incidents, like we lost member goat kind of early. I think I yeah, so that I wasn't going to get a podium from like lap 20, but it got even worse, just barely 6th. Yeah, that sometimes happens. Maybe next week will be better.
Kusanet's not
All
here.
right, thank you.
I guess it's Guz.
I don't think we got Crust in the VC.
Yeah, that's what I was
So I
saying.
think next up will be by order of operations. Guzzy Man, PE8, top 8 emergency reserve performance. Tell us more.
I mean, I was looking quite good after shit quality P12, which is not great. I was very surprised. I mean, it was an alright race. I was looking for a PB, but after the second server lag hit and Crustonut smashed me into the wall before the big fuck or whatever the corner is called.
The big pain.
Yeah, the big pain. That was real big pain for me. I lost the slip and I lost the top pack for P5, I think it was. So yeah, I mean, I was alone. I had a 5-second gap back to P9, so I knew I was gonna get P8, but I wanted to get at least that P6 or 5, but unfortunately I couldn't get it today. I mean, I'll take it. Keeping up the P8 streak from last season with 3 P8s now in a row. And yeah, I'll see if I can keep that up for whenever I race next.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, down to you to interview Corvid.
Yeah, so crazy overcut study did there today, as yeah, where you it did went quite long in some of the stints it felt like, and but yeah, P9 in the end, it did say that you were kind of happy with that position. So yeah, what do you feel about the race?
I mean, I came in very rusty. I haven't touched the game in a couple of weeks, so I just came in, just wanted to not deal with any of the like crazy traffic issues. Obviously, like the first stint's really hard to avoid that. But when you're starting like 13th or whatever it was at the start, it's like your main goal is just to do your best to beat the midfield at that point. And I think I achieved that with the undercut today. It was I was pretty happy with how it went because every time I pitted, I'd come out in like 16th, 17th, but I'd see the gap to like the next like main group I was fighting against, and every time seeing like them get closer and closer after every stop really really helped the mental and allowed me to make those moves when I could, and just to use the better tires when I had the chance to get back into the top 10, which is yeah, definitely where I want to be at for the rest of this season at the very least.
All right then. Who would be next? Would guess Albono. So
It's
that's down to you, Google.
Ben.
Oh, hello.
Ben, you are just constantly winning today, Ben. First ever top 10 in UL after your CL poll, after your CL feature. How do you feel about it?
I mean, it's gotten a little bit worse because I've just seen you call me El Boner. But I mean, um, yeah, it was pretty good. It was sort of like what could have been. Because in an ideal world, I wouldn't have sort of screwed quali, I guess, and kept the slip, and that was going pretty well at the start. I think I qualified P11, which was pretty bad. I think if I'd done my CL pole time, I would have tied Hernande, which is kind of mad. But I sort of was in the slip of Ghazi Man. We was in the slip of the whole top pack. Then Batuko sort of fell down the order, same as Jero, same as F1 fan, and they were just like they were fighting like they were racing bumper carts. Um, like they were just I don't know what they were doing. I'm still really confused. They were just fighting so much, like unnecessarily. Lost the slip of the top pack. Then eventually, I just sort of I don't really know how I did it, but I got past them all. In like the little roundabout section, they all just sort of went wide, and I went through. Caught back up to Guz. Was was kind of happy with that, and then they caught back up, and the same happened again. And then I ended up fighting Corvid and Blank the last couple laps. Um, and obviously they were on much better tires. I was in the slip of Corvid, was loving life because I mean I was on for maybe P9 if I could get him at the end. And then Blank just dives bombs out of absolutely nowhere and ruins the slip of that. So I ended up getting Blank on the line, but I mean I'm pretty happy to get the top 10, but it kind of sucks a little bit, but I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself and start going for like top sixes. I think top 10 is really good for now.
Yeah, it's completely understandable. Congrats, mate, once again, and
Thank you.
enjoy your next week.
I will try.
Right, so
No Blank, no Mitchell, no F1 fan. Oh, is Matty here? No.
it's 10 minutes saved. So I guess we go with Ricky
Ricky
Boy.
Boy.
Yeah, P17, and yeah, probably a bit of a difficult race, but yeah, what can you say?
Hello. Wasn't the best race. Nah, gotta say it.
No Matty in the VC, or Go on.
got killed on the start, and then in the pits, I missed my pit box. Had to drive back, and that's how I lost most of the time. Yeah.
Well, at least you beat your teammate by 45 seconds, so that's the huge gap, and congratulations then. And I guess we go then with Eurist.
Eurus.
I'm sorry, I was just laughing my ass off because I'm pretty sure I was the one that killed Ricky right at the start or something.
Oh god.
But yeah, that was a chill return. Yeah, did a lot of mistakes, lost the slip at the start, and that was it. Oh yeah, and that completely fucked up the strategy at the end. I think I did like 15 mediums or something.
Based.
Yeah, but it was cool. I was just trying to get back into the groove, and we'll see how it is next week. I feel like a normal track is much easier to handle, even if you don't have the best space. It's easier to stay in a pack and not just hit the walls at every contact. So yeah, we'll see.
Right, thank you.
Alright, and so I guess this concludes the interviews, as we will then next week go into the second Japanese track of this season. It's called Kazegara Glider, and so we'll see you there. Until the next time, and goodbye.